Welcome to the Daily Plunge. We are in the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. Now, Pharaoh has issued an edict that all the male infants are to be destroyed, aborted, infanticide, right? And then we hear how this husband and wife who are from the tribe of Levi, unnamed, right, have a son. She gives birth to a male son, and because they are more concerned about standing right with God than standing right with Pharaoh, because they revere God more than they fear Pharaoh, they hide the baby for 3 months. But time comes, and this brave couple takes this desperate measure of placing the baby in she takes a basket and she waterproofs it, makes it seaworthy as it were, and sends it down the Nile, which is just crazy. Crocodiles, fish, boat traffic, everything. But she releases the baby into the hands of God, trusting that God is at work. In fact, she sends her daughter to keep an eye on her baby brother, right? And what's crazy is God uses unlikely people in his plan of salvation. Of all people that come to take in the boy, it's Pharaoh's daughter. the daughter of the very man who said, kill them, all the baby boys, says, this boy is just gorgeous. I'm going to make him my son. And she recognizes that he's a Hebrew baby, and she names him Moses, the one I drew out of the water, which is a foretelling of what God is going to do using Moses to draw his own people out of the water of bringing them through the Red Sea from slavery into freedom to be God's people. Now, one of the things that we can say about this is that God acts in our circumstances, and all the messiness of this situation. God is working, and God is not a myth. He's not distant and far away, but rather we know and revere this God of the Bible because this God works powerfully in our history, in our circumstances. And Moses, who should have been destroyed by Pharaoh, right? What you intended for harm, as Joseph says to his brothers, what you intended for harm, God intended for good to accomplish his saving purposes. And this very child is beginning his training and education to fulfill God's purposes. And he's going to spend his first 40 years in the court of Pharaoh, understanding the Egyptians. I think the other thing about this, this ordinary woman, ordinary family has extraordinary faith. And that's our calling, all of us, to trust God even in difficult situations. Well, thanks, friends. Have a blessed day.